Oh my gosh. My volume dial was down. All right, guys, I am They Coming. And let's go ahead and kick that off again. You can see how tired I am. Forgot to turn the mic on. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. So let's rewind real quick. I think it was last week where we cracked into the #1 spot. We realized that it was possible for us to do this thing. And you guys hear me now, right? You can hear me? And at that point, I think I think the viewers really popped off and said, you know what? We're behind you on this. And I said, oh my gosh, we are. Like, we're here. It's possible. And if there was ever an opportunity for me to take #1, it was this season. It was this season. Like, it had to be this season. And I think at a certain point, I got it into my head that, you know what, I'm not going to give up on this. And I just went for it. So let's catch up with this chat real quick. You're saying, what are your plans for the game in the future? If they don't do something about it, I'm pessimistic about the game's future. I'm rather optimistic, actually. I think that given a little bit more time as the hero update settles in more, because at this point, what are we, like 3 months in? About 3 months into the hero update. A lot has changed, and they have been decently quick to balance the game. I say decently quick because I think that the community in general has a very short errs on the side of impatient when it comes to game balance. And knowing what I know about games is that to really evaluate game balance, you have to see how changes impact overall gameplay, but not just in a couple of days. Sometimes it takes hundreds of thousands, if not millions of matches played for a developer to really like understand what's going on with certain heroes, their abilities, certain bugs. A couple bugs, or at least one bug that stands out to me that it took them a while to fix, was the Queen one-shot bug. But when they did fix it, it was fixed. So I would much rather them collect as much data as possible about a bug and fix it for good than fix the bug and it only be half working. So I don't know. I'm optimistic about this game's future. I mean, we have 6 heroes in the game now. Who knows when we're going to get #7? As a completely free-to-play player since 2.0 launched, not completely free-to-play. I've been buying the Super Gym Pass, and I think I purchased some of the earliest hero point offers that were in the shop because hero points were really, really, really scarce. Those were, what was it, like $10, $14 to buy those, or to buy it. So like, I think that this game remains to be extremely free-to-play friendly. And given all of the 1.0 progression I had, at this point, we have a maxed out Sonic, we have a maxed out RK, we have a maxed out Queen, and very soon we're going to have a maxed out Spike. That leaves Mortis and Barbarian King. And with the amount that I'm playing, with the regularity that I'm playing, and it's really not the amount, but it's the regularity, I think that I'm definitely going to be able to max my heroes by the end of the year. Just seeing how much I've got done in only 3 months' time. So yeah. Let's see. So yeah. What's up, Long? What's up, and Noxon? What's up, IMBA GZ for World First? Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh. Congrats, TC. That grind is really mentally draining. Absolutely, it was. It was the most challenging. It was the most challenging thing I think I've ever done. Like, school was challenging. Yes, I had to pull all-nighters occasionally to get like some papers done or, you know, major projects. But to do this for a month and then towards the end of the month realize what I really had to do to keep it, it was mentally draining. Like, in the last week, I did not go very many places. I was at home a lot. Like I would wake up in the morning and I'd play before stream, take a break to eat lunch and shower, stream, take a break to eat dinner and exercise, and then come back and basically play until it was time for me to wind down and go to bed. But yesterday was when it was really apparent that if I wanted to keep it, I had to put my nose to the grindstone. Yesterday, I woke up at 8 a.m. This is my testimony about yesterday. I woke up at 8 a.m. I started playing, and I didn't stop until 1 a.m. this morning. I took a break to shower, but immediately came back to playing. I cooked food in a microwave and made a sandwich and ate a banana and ate food that I could just basically like put right into my mouth. I drank 1 Coca-Cola yesterday. 1. So you know what? We're going to cheers to 1 right now, baby. Here we go. Cheers. Cheers, nerds. Sandra over on that Twitch side. Hey, Sandra, baby. How you doing? Legendary performance. Good job, TC. Nate P. Thank you, dude. Mafia, hero of my day, TC. Thank you very much, Mafia. Glad you're here. Marcelo Silva. Go. Hi, TC. What's up? TC, you cooking food for yourself, so you're a single bro? Yes, I cook for myself. I'm single. I have a single apartment. Teen Fusion, what's up? Welcome to the stream. So, yeah, like I said, 8 a.m., got up, started playing, took minimal breaks. I think I went down I walked around the corner to the gas station to grab a snack at some point just to like move my legs. But I went 8 a.m. to 1 a.m. and it was around 8 p.m. last night, 8 or 9 p.m. I forget, that we discovered that Uga had stopped playing. So the guy that I was competing against, he'd stopped playing. But from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., every hour, I had people, and I have to give major shout outs to some of my followers here, because they hopped into my Discord and they hopped into my DMs and were giving me all kinds of encouragement over the past couple days. And even yesterday, some of them were spotting the leaderboard for me. Something that I didn't do all day long, and this might seem wild. I didn't look at the leaderboard once. I just queued games. I asked my people in the background, which was Doc. Major shout out to Doc. Major shout out to Greg's other axe, who basically taught me the build you see on screen right here, and it gave me the opportunity to survive and not get minused. This build on screen right here, if you are trying to defend yourself and you are the target for people, right? The higher you up are on leaderboard, people want to get you because they can say, I busted number 1, I busted number 2, I busted number 3. If they're going to get cute and try to kill you early, it makes it extremely difficult. And that is ultimately what this build has taught me, is that there's certain builds with certain spells that can protect you from those early busts, as long as you're playing your cards right and you're not wasting your spells, and you at least have an arrow or 2 around at all times. So I just, this build, I have to give major credit to Greg's other axe. He actually VC'd with me a couple days, 2 or 3 days ago with this. I can't remember. He VC'd with me and taught me the build, coached me through like 2 or 3 of my games. And then I went and just ran with it. You guys saw me run it live on stream, and it worked to keep me alive, to protect me from the internet trolls. You know what I mean? Now, what I can say about this build, so the flip side of this build, is that it's a lot. I found this build to be a lot more challenging to win first place with. But when you're pushing, going for first place can be the riskiest part of the game. Why? Because people are going to be chasing you to knock you down, right? If you're not first place, yes, sure, someone can still go for you to try to improve their position, but you're not the prime target in a lobby. So oftentimes with this build, I was playing for a lot of second place, Occasionally, I would get first if I could just dominate like middle map on like super ice spirits or tree giants. Soak up tons of golden keys, get scary large. But this wasn't the best build for me in terms of like attacking potential. It was more like be extraordinarily hard to crack and be able to escape stuff. Assassinations are still very real. If someone finds your hero, doesn't matter what hero you're playing, they can still kill you. Long found me multiple times last night with his Sonic. Or I don't know if he's on Sonic or Queen. It was a long night. Long found me multiple times and wrecked me. Like, actually wrecked me. I was, like, doing well, and I'd get busted down to third or fourth. So, yeah, it was a raucous day. When I do the math on it, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. is 12 hours. Beyond that, I put in another 5 hours. I played 17 hours almost straight yesterday to keep it. And so to kind of finish up on the whole, like, when I played, how long I played, we discovered that Uga had stopped playing sometime around 8 or 9 p.m. And at that point, I went from being like plus 240 something trophies to around 260. And I'm like, oh, well, that's good. And then the next thing I know, I'm plus 300. And I'm thinking to myself, wait, what do you mean? Did he just like lose? Is he losing? What's going on? The next hour, I was up 334. And at that point, we're like, okay, is he actually playing? And we think he stopped. And so sure enough, by 1 o'clock, he still had not played. And I had a 424 trophy lead over him. I'm going to show you the screenshot of the leaderboard real fast. I'm going to, hold on a sec. Let me hide this so I can get my screenshot up for you guys. Screenshot real quick. This is my leaderboard screenshot that I took at 1 minute. I know I asked a lot of people to go ahead and screenshot for me, and I appreciate you guys so much. Like, if I hadn't woken up, I totally would have missed this. I actually did wake up to my alarm enough to open the game and screenshot it. This score was the same score that I saw before I went to bed between me and Uga. So he did not attempt to make a run. But by the time I went to bed, this is 424 trophies at 1 o'clock in the morning. That means he would have had 6 hours to put up 424 cups, and mathematically it would have been impossible given the length of matchmaking times. So that's why we decided to call it, and I was able to sleep well. But I was ready to go till 4 a.m. I was ready to make it a 20-hour, 24-hour endeavor to keep it. So yeah, catching up with the chat. Used to be drinking champagne right now because you did it. Yeah. Well, I am going to see a movie after this. I'm getting out of my house. I'm going to see a movie right after this. Let's see. Need that first place badge on your profile. Well done, TC. I wish there was something like that, man. Like that is something that, okay, if there's one thing that I am a little irritated about, every other game that I've played, there's some sort of memento that you get to keep on your profile, like highest trophies, best finish, best season finish, something that says that like tracks for posterity, like what you achieved. And really and truly, the only way for me to track that is to look at this. And to look at this video, this live stream that I'm making right now. Like, this is the posterity. Like, this video is that form of posterity. Like, this is something I will never forget. I never thought I would be actually like a world champion in something. It's one season. I get it. But holy cow, I did it. I actually did it. Have you seen the revenue for Squad Busters this July? I have not. I have not, my guy. What's up, RSD Lewis, SCCP? Congrats. Thank you very much, dude. Thank you. Guys, so many people came into my DMs and were offering like words of support, saying, we're pulling for you. we're trying to hunt these guys that are like trying to tear you down, right? That sort of stuff was like such a boost in my like morale, right? I'm not going to dwell on it too much, but like someone was really trying to ruin the run, and the community reacted, and the reaction was, we're not going to let that happen. Like we're not going to let someone just scum TC, and it was like, wow. Like, I felt so loved. Like, I have goosebumps thinking about it. Like, all these people from all over the world, from all these different countries, and they wanted me to win it. Like, they weren't going to let it slide. I'm still like, I just can't believe it. Like, it kind of makes me want to cry a little bit. Like, oh my gosh. It made me feel really loved. Yeah. Sorry. Seen people talking about you on Squadbusters Facebook group. In a good way? I hope. What are your plans for this game in the future? You're still going to push for rankings. I'm going to for the next season. I'm gonna mix it up all the time. I'm going to try my best to learn as many different heroes as possible, and because this, another thing that was amazing about this season to me is that I went from playing RK for 2 straight seasons to playing exclusively Queen, and I was able to finish number 1. I hadn't played Queen for like a month and a half, like almost at all. And then I picked her up, and it was like, this is my new challenge for myself. I'm going to learn this. Like, I'm going to master this. And I think it proved, like, in some very measurable way, that I was able to master it. I figured out how to climb, how to finish for first or second with high reliability. And let me tell you something, dude. Second half of yesterday, I was gassed. I was mentally gassed. Like, towards the end of the push, I could see it metrically that my average trophies per hour was shrinking, right? Because I was just I was losing focus, all that stuff. Moving on, will you max Spike? Absolutely, Teen. I think Spike is gonna be a lot of fun to play. I'm almost there with him. I only need like, what is it, like 10 more? I'm power 10, and I think you have 13 levels. I think there's 13 levels. I'm at level 10 with Spike out of 13. I'm definitely doing it. Yeah, bro, you're right. I hear you're speaking about being first place is really not easy, but you did it, bro. So this season will be gone. Push for first again. I know, man, but like, I want to learn like more about the rest of the game, right? Like, I also want to have fun. And pushing for first again, it's almost like a full-time job. Like, it basically is a full-time job. Like, you get pushing and you realize, like, if I'm pacing with these other guys, like, some people actually do this full-time. And this month it was like, this was my full-time job. Like, my actual work has been so, like, my part-time work has been so sparse that this was basically my job. And I'm so glad. Long says, I don't want to play this game anymore. This game really needs to make some changes. Brother, it's okay. If you need to take a break and wait for the game to be developed a little bit, that's up to you, man. But if people are enjoying it, let them enjoy it. What's up, RSD Chakal? I hope I said it right. Appreciate it, dude. Sandra, hype. Deadrar, congrats on number 1. Thank you very much, Deadrar. Thank you. Man, Deadrar's a tough cookie. I matched Deadrar like 3 or 4 times, and like almost back to back to back, and I was so tired. at that point. Is like, there's just no way that I'm going to be able to beat some of these guys. Like, they're like, some of these lobbies, I was just literally like, just trying to survive. Just trying to survive. Like, if I'm fully awake and I haven't been playing for like 12 hours, I'll be trying to go for gold more often. I'll be more like mentally sharp, like ready to like nail it. But I was fading. Like after like, I think 9 p.m. I started really fading, which was like 13 hours in at that point. What movie you gonna see? Tell me the name. Let us know your favorite movie. I'm going to see Fantastic Four. I've been looking forward to this Marvel movie for some time. I'm going to see Fantastic Four First Steps. I'm stoked about it. Yup, it's ridiculous. Go rank league. Yeah. Oh man. GG. Yeah. So anyways, guys, let me go ahead and swap back over to the game, and we're going to collect the reward. I haven't collected it yet. Here it is. So here's the proof for everyone watching. This is the proof. I did it. Squad League reward, 300,000 coins and 6 style tickets. For reference, guys, just so you know, if you were to buy 300,000 coins, first, you can't buy precisely that amount in the shop. But if I had to guesstimate, this is about $25 USA. That's the ranked reward. And when I go to my and of course the 600 style tickets that most people get because a lot of people are pushing to 8,000, right? Right here on my profile, there's no record of what I did. There's nothing that says this guy finished at this rank with this many trophies in this season. The highest trophies he ever finished. It doesn't say it. So unless people know my YouTube channel, if you find me, if you tap on my profile, they will never, a lot of people may never know that I was #1 in the world. But it's here in this live stream. It's on YouTube right now. And that's a big reason why I decided to stream for a period of time today. Is just to put this, cement this, like put this as a memory for like you but also myself. It's okay, bro. We are all here with you, my man. We support you and your brothers. I understand your feelings, bro. God bless. I feel it, man. Zake, I'm not even gonna address it, but heard, my guy, and you are right. Klobovs, congrats, TC. It's nice to see your work has paid off. It has. So what do I got? I've got a 1,229,525 coins. That's 300,000. Let's go ahead and claim them. Spiddly spat. Look at all that money. Hit that screenshot, baby. Tap. Look at that. 1.5 million coins, baby. That's what it is. 600 style tickets. Spiddly spap. There it is. And that's the July ranked season. That's what it is. We did it. I'm so tired. I'm so tired, man. So anyways, yeah, guys. I guess it's a good time to remind, like, first and foremost, I'm leaving this build up right here because this is the build that got me through some of the most rough, toxic targeting that I've ever experienced. It allowed me to survive long enough to where I wasn't taking minus trophies. Greg's other axe, massive, massive help with that. Hooking us up with this build and coaching me on it. Doc and Greg for watching the leaderboard all day, telling me about what was going on with my points. Basically to allow me to figure out what I had to do to win, but also allowing me not basically doing that so I didn't have to focus on the numbers constantly, right? Because if I was always going to be doing this back and forth, right, in between every single game, just to see like, okay, where's he at, it would have totally disrupted my mental focus completely. What up, TC? Finally, we can take a rest. Yes, I'm resting. I'm not playing a game today, guys. We just claimed our 300,000 gold. We claimed our tickets, and we're just saying thank you. Like I want to say thank you to everyone that watches. I want to say thank you to everyone who has offered messages on Discord. You know, just speaking out positively about what I'm doing with the channel and what I'm broadcasting for you guys, and like this sort of community that's like sort of growing around us. And it's just a humbling experience. Like having everyone like want to be around, like everyone wants to hang out, and also recognizing that we just aren't going to tolerate the any kind of toxicity. We're not going to tolerate the trolls. If someone's going to do that, we're gonna swiftly time them out and say, hey, TC doesn't like that. And if they come back and they're doing the same thing, then it's just a ban, and we just move on with our life. Greg, congratulations, TC. I'm glad these toxic guys didn't achieve their goal. Bro, I'm not even going to address that. Like, I'm too happy about the outcome to even think about that ugliness. But yeah. The reward is not worth it. It should put more rewards. The reward for me is more like, I did it. Like, I've never been able to say at any point in my life I was like a world champion of something. This is the first time for me. And I know, I get it. It's one ranked season. It's 1 month. But this month I was the champion. I ran the marathon. It wasn't a 100-meter dash. I ran the marathon, and I won the marathon. And marathons take, I mean, when you think about like the difference between a 100-meter dash and a marathon, the marathon takes mental fortitude. The 100-meter dash, it's a little bit of pain, and that race is quick. The marathon, though, you're at it for several kilometers. And like, how many kilometers is a marathon? How many km is a marathon? I forget this number, but it's a lot. 42 kilometers. Okay? One marathon is 42 kilometers. That's what this felt like. Felt like I was running a marathon. The first 10 kilometers, if you're in shape, feels fine. The next 10 kilometers, if you're in shape, might also feel fine. You're starting to hit your stride. The third 10 kilometers, if you're in shape, that's when you have to start to conserve your energy. You have to keep your form up. You have to keep form despite being mentally tired, physically tired. And the final 10 is when it's all form. You're only focused on form. Because if you lose form, you get hurt. It's the last bit, it's the last portion of every marathon where people fail it, they pass out, they pull the muscle, they mess up their knee, whatever it is. And that's where your form, your technique, you have to be the best. So it's like, as the race progresses, Maintaining your technique, maintaining your form, and staying focused on it. That's how I did it. And of course, putting in the hours, putting in all the possible hours that I could, and recognizing every night for the past week what I actually needed. Show us your pinata sticks. That's a good thing to look at too. Sorry, I timed out right as you asked. I haven't played a game today. I have 2,359 pinata sticks. I think that's a lot. When did this start? Was it yesterday? I did that all yesterday, right? I haven't played a single game today. I'm not going to. I'm going to take a break. You got to remember we have yesterday. It started yesterday. So that was probably an obscene amount of pinata sticks. The other number that I want to clock right now, that's the number of games, total games. I didn't do this before the stream because I forgot. Remember, I'm tired. I've started to clean my house a little bit because my house looked about like you would expect someone who's been playing games nonstop for about a week. It was kind of rough. I needed to do laundry. I needed to, wipe down the countertops. I had really let this place go for about a week. So yeah. So will you play Spike this season? Absolutely. I'm gonna be rotating around heroes this season. I'm particularly interested in Sonic right now because Sonics are, it's a different play style. He's fast, and I see Sonic players doing like decently well in my squad league matches. Like being able to do that the killing blow. I think there's a trick to using him. Other than just his speed, But Sonic can be a pest, like a real pest. What's up, Harsh? I wish that if hero points, it would be more interesting than coins. I think so too, Mafia. I think that coins alone is sort of like, cool. I mean, when you think about it, 300,000 coins, I could buy 2 heroes in the shop with coins only. Now, if I'm playing regularly, like I am now, like daily, when the events come up, when a hero releases, it's usually during that week of release that they're allowing you to unlock it for free. So if I know one of those weeks is coming up, I'll probably make sure that I'm playing more so I can actually unlock the hero for free. The question is, though, is that gold number, since 2.0 dropped, has only gone up. Now, I know it's probably because I play a ton. It's also because I'm completely maxed out, and I have no reason to purchase, to pay for taps if I don't place first and I'm on a multiplier. I found out that I have something like 500 multipliers that are just sitting around. That's something interesting that is just in the bank. I've got, what's that, 805 to 1,000 or 1,059. So basically like 250 levels of unclaimed treasure room. There are star tokens here, but there are no hero points. So I'm holding my treasure room with the thought and hope that at some point, maybe they're going to rework the treasure room. And when they do that, maybe they would include hero points. And perhaps I would have legacy progression that would be rolled over into that. If that doesn't happen, and say they're not going to allow legacy progression, maybe someday it just makes me auto claim everything, and instead of having to tap through 250 of these, which would take some time. I mean, really though, this would take a while to do this. It would just collect all at once, similar to how like the conversion from 1.0 to 2.0 happened. So you needed to take out those 5 trash cans full of Coca-Cola. Sir Class today showed your profile in his video. He's also surprised how TC pushed like this, and he is number 1 in the world. His reaction about you was amazing. We got some plans, by the way. We have plans, guys. And I'll just leave you with that little Easter egg. Congrats, brother. Nice to see you on top. Yeah, man. Oh my God, dude. I can't believe I did it. I can't believe I did it. Like, if the community hadn't reacted the way that they did in the last 48 hours, I actually might have been cooked. But like, two sides to that. The community's reaction, but also the community reaching out and being like, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. You got this, man. Stay at it, stay focused. You know what I mean? And Doc over on the Twitch side, man, he just so much love and support from that guy. Love him. Fire. Absolutely fire. I'll have to watch Sir Class's video. I actually haven't seen it yet. Guys, I've been trying to tune out a squad since I woke up. Because I was really, I played 17 hours yesterday. Actually 17 almost consecutive hours to keep position. So, let's talk a little bit about, how much time I've been live. Okay. I'll stay live for maybe another 15 minutes, and then I'll call it and go see my movie. What are my plans for next season? Or this season, rather. We're already here. Season just reset. As you can see, down to 4,000 cups again. Somehow we're ranked number 22, even though we haven't played a game yet. Narcissus has quickly put up 200 cups. He's back on top, but he didn't outlast this guy. Narcissus was on top for the majority of the season. GG's. Oh yeah, that's something else that I need to do. GG well played to everyone that I competed against. Like legit. Like I love the fact that I got to compete against people that were all like pretty dang good at the game. People that really were dedicated, that have put in thousands of games and are trying new things and swapping things around and trying to take people off guard with changing their strats. So yeah. Let's see. Enos kept on new strategy. Team up with your friend, both of you. Sonic immediately kill players and win the game. I just matched these. Yeah, Mr. Kablan, me and Deegdag, when we run duos, we both run Sonic. I'm oftentimes, I haven't done it as much lately because I've been trying to finish this season. But like earlier this season, I would queue with Deegdag on his stream at night. And we would both be running Sonic. And we were just trolling people. I think it was pre-B nerf. So we start B and like a medic or something like that. Maybe it was a B and a wizard. I forget. No, B and Leon, I think. And we just run around with Fireball Blazing Light, and we would double dump fireballs on squads and just stagger using our Sonic powers and then also our Blazing Light. So you could effectively stun somebody twice with a fireball, twice with your Sonic ability, and twice with Blade. That's 6 times. So we could inflict 6 stuns. And in duos, it was completely dirty. Like we would just win. Troll. Come join us at night for Toxic Duos and Deegdag stream. Yeah, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, Deegdag has actually just started streaming on Twitch, but he streams at nighttime USA. So while I stream at 1 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. UTC, Deegdag is typically streaming at 9:30 p.m. Eastern or later. So that would be like 1:30 a.m. EST. So like in the wee hours of the morning, or 1:30 a.m. UTC is when he usually kind of starts. But he has some fun streams. He does a lot of viewer games, He doesn't push trophies, so I forget where he ended the season at. I want to say it was like maybe around 2000, but he has a ton of fun and ends up getting some really interesting like scrim players to come hang out with him at night. So I'm gonna try to get more and more into that because I want to continue to diversify my skill set. I want to learn other heroes. I want to learn to master things like one by one. And I feel like RK, I played so much RK, I was getting tired of it. Now that I played Queen, it's like, okay, I've had a lot of fun with Queen. I can say I played an entire ranked season with Queen only. Now, what other heroes are there to master? What other heroes? I kind of want to play Spike, but I also want to play Sonic. I want to play both of those because I'll have Spike maxed out like next week or something, like this weekend if I'm being real. But well, maybe not this weekend because I'm not going to be grinding this weekend. I'm really trying to chill out. But Sonic definitely. I want to play Sonic, and I have some ideas for stuff. Congrats and bye TC. I need a fixed sleeping schedule. Eddie, much love, dude. Have a great day. Thank you for stopping by, my guy. Thank you, and congratulations for global number 3. So yeah, Greg says, yeah, he's fun to watch. I like the combos he comes up with. Yeah, dude, like, yeah, Dig Dag just he theory crafts constantly, and so it's a bit different from like the strictly squad league focused stuff that I've been doing, and I kind of want to start to shift more, maybe a little bit away from just squad league and more into like, just overall strategy, which would require me not to be hunkered down on one hero all the time. Hello, I'm new to your channel. Well, welcome to the stream, man. We just collected our number 1 in the world reward, and if you'd like to see me collecting that, you can rewind the stream a little bit. We finished the season number 1 in the world, baby. Glad you're here. Yes, and once again, GG's to Eddie, and for that matter, every single competitor that I came up against this season. I can't be more, like, grateful that I got to compete with everyone. I made a list of stuff. In my during my moment of insanity yesterday, where I was just like, I've got to keep doing this. I've got to keep doing this. I've got to keep going. I started coming up. I just said, you know what? What am I thankful for? Because that's something that that I've been told helps when you're feeling sort of like you're experiencing demotivation or losing motivation. And so I started making a list of things that I was thankful for. I said the viewers cheering me on and sticking up for me when things got tough. The viewers offering advice and new strategies and challenging me to learn them. The privilege to compete against the best players in the world. Being able to share my experience with a live audience. Spreading joy, rating other channels, and connecting with other creators. Maintaining a strong mental attitude towards competition. Maintaining a respectful atmosphere amongst the toughest competition. I think that really sums it all up. Like, I'm so thankful for every bit of that. Like, it truly is amazing. Phantom says, try Spike first. I'm gonna be bouncing around. TC, how many games do you think you played last season? I'm gonna find out, and we're gonna reveal it during the subathon, because what that requires me, if I'm gonna find out, I would have to go back to the first live stream of this season. And maybe a viewer wants to do that. You want to go back and find out what the first stream of the season was and wait for me to show my profile at some point, right? And help me calculate that, because that's my ending games. 19,056 games. That's a lot. That means since 1.0 release, I think I've played somewhere between 5,500 and 6,000 games. Somewhere in that neighborhood. That's a ton. That is a lot of play. It's crazy to think that, too. Congratulations, GG's. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to play Queen, Spike, and all, but Sonic will always be my comfort here. I'm interested to play Sonic because I haven't really dug into him yet. I'm interested to play Spike, but I don't know if I should be playing him right now because I don't know if the the bug where the grenade doesn't always land is going to irritate me. Don't forget about the subathon tomorrow night. Let's go ahead and pop that up on the screen real quick. Tomorrow, we're hosting a subathon, 7 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. UTC. Some of my USA viewers have came to me and they were saying, hey, we want to do something, but we want to gear this towards, a USA audience. You're usually streaming in the middle of the day for USA, and like North America and South America, we're basically in the same time zones. And this is you're hitting Europe and Asia a lot, but we haven't done anything really for the USA yet. So they were really wanting me to like do something where we could try to grow the community a little bit more and capture a little bit different audience. And so I realized if you're a European or an Asian viewer, it might be kind of late, but we would love for you to come. And so yeah, we're gonna be doing gym pass giveaways. I think we're gonna do them like once every hour. We'll end up giving a pass out, and all you have to do is be in the chat and be talking, and you'll be automatically entered into the giveaway. And I will be getting those passes to you as soon as possible. I don't know. I'm not sure if I can do it during the stream because it would require me to access Supercell ID, and I don't really want to have to like hide the stream to do that for each individual winner and kind of like take the game image down and like interrupt that. But I would be taking care of that within like a day after the stream ends. And of course, I'd ask you to connect with me on Discord so that you can holler at me if you're like, hey, what's going on? I didn't get the pass, et cetera, et cetera. But also, I need you to get at me on Discord because I need to add you as a friend on Supercell ID first, so that I can give you the pass. So I can't keep you on my friends list beyond that because it's got to be reserved for like competition and like close friends and stuff. But like I will have to add you at least for a moment in order to give you a pass. But yeah, we're gonna have viewer games all night long. We're gonna have special guests. I've been talking to some community members about maybe making a guest appearance. Be kind of interesting. So, and of course, I've contacted some players that have said that they're gonna try to swing by and actually play some games with us. So that'd be interesting too. Could be a banger, a real banger. And beyond the subathon, I got something in the works. You might be super surprised. I'm actually really looking forward to this, but I'm not blowing the lid off of it yet. I'm not letting the cat out of the bag just yet. We got something cool in the works. Something cool in the works, and I think it'll be sooner than later. They will have to be added in game for passes. Yes, I'll have to add them in passes. Guess you covered that. I was like, yeah, yes. Queen is really good for now. I killed multiple spikes. Yeah, Spike is still very difficult. One thing, speaking of things that I think need to be adjusted about the game, I feel like heal packs is a little busted. Like, I say that in all seriousness. I think the medic heal pack is a little broken. I can't tell you how many games I've had where there's like one or two players that are running around, like Kings in particular, that have like 2 or 3 squatties, and that's all they pick up. Phantom says, congratulations for creator code. I don't have a creator code yet. I don't have a creator code, guys. That hasn't happened yet. I'm an official creator. Like, I get to talk to other creators in an official capacity, but the creator code is what you get when you become a super creator. And I need to grow my channel more for that to become a reality. So if you got friends that are just getting into this game, tell them about the channel, get them to subscribe, get them to watch the streams. But this month, we're here. It's August 1st. We're going to be incorporating more video content and a little less live stream content. I'm going to try to set it up to where on the days that I stream or on the days that I don't stream, there will be videos coming out, because that is part of what I need to have a more balanced life. Live streaming every single day becomes like a real commitment. Like I get very committed to things, and I am going to rebalance the channel to where perhaps I'm streaming 4 or 5 days a week. And on the days that I'm not, maybe 4 days a week. And on the days I'm not streaming, well, I need to do it to where I can actually handle the editing, because I'm still learning how to edit again. And my editing is probably not going to be fantastic when I first start out. Clads really has fantastic editing. Stormy has fantastic editing. Even Gaming Art has like really decent editing on his. Like all 3 of those guys have pretty awesome editing skills. But my editing skills are like not up to snuff. But I am going to do that. Garfox, hey man, what kind of new thing you really want in the game? What do I want in the game? If I had to ask for one thing in this game, what would it be? One thing. Social features. Go ahead and introduce clans. That's the one thing that I would want right now. Give people the ability to like clan up, team up, because all of the community right now for this game exists on social media. Yes, there is community involved in this. You know what I mean? Like having your friends list. But it's just so I can queue a duo mode with them or queue a casual gem hunt with them. Once they introduce clans, I would assume with that would come other sort of clan competition style things. That's what I want. We need to have the community aspects more directly integrated into the game itself, so that can then better connect with the internet community. Doc says, yup, clans. Yeah. TC's also doing a giveaway where people whose names start with H and end with W will all get a gym pass. Looking forward to it, TC. Barony, what's up? Welcome to the stream. This has been a nice one, man. Coming right up on that hour mark. And I said I would stream for an hour and then cut it short today. But we did it. We finished #1 in the world. We did it. 20,181 trophies. I will go ahead and show this again real quick while I'm thinking about it, just to kind of wrap it up. This is the screenshot of the leaderboard with 1 minute to go this morning. Right here. This was it. We had 424 trophies over Uga to win it. GG, well played to literally everyone that I got to compete against. It was a pleasure and an honor, but we did it. W, we collected our 300,000 gold reward. We got our 600 style tickets. And we moved on. I want a deck builder so bad. Yeah. Ooh, that would be a real... I actually totally agree with you. I wish we could have deck slots like they do in Clash Royale. Because right now it's like when you go into Squad League, right? I can change my hero, but like the lineup stays the same from hero to hero. I would want it to be like you can have like pages for each hero of like 4 or 5 different variations saved, instead of like you just have to like screenshot your device or like just remember like off the top of your head what you're supposed to do. So yeah. Only thing about clans would be teaming people got in the same game of a clan member. Yes, but what if competition became team-based? In which case, absolutely, go for it. Team up, smash the other clan. That's what I think would be birthed out of clans, right? It would be some kind of team competition to where there isn't this like toxic there are no like toxic attributes applied to people teaming on ladder. You know what I mean? Because right now it's like if you're not teaming and you get teamed on, it feels really, really bad. Right? Like, oh man, I really stood no chance in that game. Wish I had a teammate. Oh, that's right. I can't intentionally queue with somebody. But good luck. They ended up in the same game together. Guess they get the top 2 spots. You know, there's very real situations where it's like, if we had clans, which I'm praying comes very soon, some of those team competition like mechanisms would make so much sense. Like it would reframe the whole idea of teaming is bad. Instead, oh yeah, teaming is exactly what you should be doing. Now, duos is not really enough. There's no rank system for this. You don't like, and that's where I really think Squad League is like the way that you get to push to play with better players. Like the higher you push, the more cracked the players are. And that's why I've pushed the last 3 seasons, because I wanted to play against better players instead of just play casual all the time and smash every single game that I'm in, or smash 9 out of 10 games that I'm in. Only thing about clans would be teaming. If people see you later, I gotta go. See Helena Tone. Appreciate you being here. I think duos is the future of the game if they would explore it. I think duos definitely seems like it would be a viable future, but I also think that like 4s, like say it was like 4v4, 5v5 might get a little tricky because of matchmaking times. But like, say, what about 3s? What about 3v3? It would require new maps to be made, right? But maybe not. Maybe it wouldn't require it, but I think it would make the most sense if they made new maps that accommodated 6 people, like 2 teams, and you were like maybe defending towers, like what they've done with Brawl Stars. They've sort of have a MOBA style mode where you're pushing their safe, but you have to get through towers before you get to the safe, and there's like a middle lane objective that one guy gets to fight over. 3v3v3. That would be chaotic. I kind of want it to be team versus team, you know? Because the higher up you push, the more serious people would have to get to maintain rank. And then at that point, it's like people like in the most serious conditions, trios would actually be making changes match to match based on like who they just matched and like what they were using. And, oh, we really needed to have this. Like we were really lacking beef. So we kind of need a barbarian king to help us out with some of the front lining and like just disruption to keep the queen alive, keep this other person alive so they can do damage, that sort of thing. I think that'd be really interesting. Anyways, dudes, look, I'm going to see a movie. It's time. I need to have some fun today. I need to relax. My voice is feeling hoarse because of just the lack of sleep, the lack of rest. I'm going to take a nap, actually, before I go see my movie. But today was just about claiming this and connecting a little bit and answering questions about the experience, talking a little bit, basically saying thank you to everybody. Doc says the screaming at the phone. How about do a ranking system just like Squad League, but each season lasts only 7 days instead of 1 whole month, so then we can choose one teammate for a week and stick with them. If you had clans, you wouldn't have to stick with one teammate. You could just queue up with another clanny. What do you think about that? I think that's maybe that could be interesting myself. Touch some grass, bro. You deserve it, GG's. Yes, it's overcast, but it's not raining. I can see some sun coming through the clouds out there. It was pouring rain the last couple days here. Chinese version has a lot of content the global version doesn't, including 4v4 in the bond system. I might spend more time on the Chinese version in the future. I saw Stormy's video about the bond system. I don't really know if I'm into it or that I really care. The 4v4 system looks kind of interesting, but also it just looks weird because it's still no hero. It's still 1.0. But it's like, I feel like maybe they're like trying out two different paths for the game to go down because they plan on kind of like bringing them together at some point, even if they have to keep the Chinese version on a different server. Perhaps they're going to unify that functionality a little bit more. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I mean, I watched the video and I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. But like, until I learned, oh, that something like this is actually going to be in the global game, I don't really get very interested in that sort of thing myself. So, because that's not the game I have in my hands. And that's not the game that I know will be coming. You know, that's a game that another part of the world has that I don't, and I will never have, right? But okay, guys, it's been real. Don't forget, tomorrow we're actually having a subathon. We'll be doing gym pass giveaways every hour. We are going to we're gonna have special guests. We're gonna have viewer games. July ranked season celebration. Yeah, that's what it is. We're just celebrating what I was able to accomplish this season, hang out and have a lot of fun. We're gonna have the special guest faces that you may know. We're gonna have voicing. We're gonna have all kinds of stuff. So yeah, come hang out. Hope you enjoy it. But it's been real, guys. Much love. Peace out.
Squad Busters!